Chanting now. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Damodarastakam.
No, not Damodarastakam, sing Hare Krishna. Because we'll sing Damodarastakam at the end.
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda.
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda.
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Govinda.
Can you tell us your name
Ashadi,
and your age?
7,
And who taught you singing Kirtan?
Mat. Hari bol thank you, Mataji told me.
Which Mataji?
This Mataji.
Okay, what is that Mataji's name?
Madhuri Mataji.
Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Hare.
This is
Not this one.
use this one is better.
Okay, I prefer this one.
You're more mobile. Maybe this one put it on the harmony.
Hare, Hare. You play Kirtan?
Mataji's playing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, नाम संकीर्तन की जय।
आपको भगवद गीता से बोल रहे हैं। So keep a Bhagavad Gita at least. Just ऐसे। I think we have थोड़ा पीछे हो गया। हाँ, इसकी हाँ इस पर something जरूरत है आपको आपको करने के लिए हाँ ये ठीक है बस नहीं है इधर आपका बैग नहीं टू गया
Krishna. Hello. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hello. Hari Krishna. Hari Bol. Hari Nadaji. So we'll start with Jai Radha Madhav. Jai Radha Madhav Kunj Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvar Dhari. Jai Radha Madhav Kunj Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvar Dhari. Jai Radha Madhav Kunj Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvar Dhari. चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगना श्रीललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्वस्य नमः। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone. How are we doing? Very good. It has been So the past 2 days ago, the situation has been glum, and I'm very, very excited to see some of the smiling faces sitting over here. So I welcome you all. Thank you all, whosoever is present, who's about to come, for gracing us with your presence. Before I begin or before I commence, I would like to say a few words that like I'm sitting here, it's a very exalted position, honestly, and I have not deserved it. I have no qualification whatsoever to be sitting here and deliver this talk, but it has been purely the mercy, the blessings of my first guru, my parents, my school teachers, my Siksha gurus, Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and of course the blessings of Panchatattva Bhagwan ki Jai. So I am going to this discourse. Some of you have attended this already, and this is going to be a repeat for some of you, but just to give you a brief, this discourse is on chapter 1, Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. It is basically a summary of chapter 1. And when I say summary, it's not going to be a one long boring story for all of you. I will just cover shlok by shlok, go in that sequence. If I see that some of the shloks kind of convey the same meaning, I'll be clubbing those together, but I'll be moving forward in that sequence. So please bless me, all of you, that I say the right words at the right time, that I'm able to serve all of you very properly. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. So, Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is going to be, and also I would really like if everybody could participate. If somebody wants to make a note, more than welcome. But it's going to be more than I doing the talk. It's going to be a collaborative thing that we are going to do. So, Chapter 1. Prabhupada names the Chapter 1 as Observing the Army on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. It is also known as Vishad Yoga. Vishad is something that the grieving state of one of the most able warriors, Arjun. He was sad. He was very jubilant. He was motivated to fight this battle, and then suddenly something happens and he decides, you know what, I'm not really sure if I should go ahead and pursue this. So, Bhagavad Gita, I would like to know how many of us sitting here have never really touched Bhagavad Gita. And Never? Prabhuji, I was surprised. Right, so in Bhagavad Gita, how many shloks are there?
745. Huh?
700. 700. I would like to read the Gita you're carrying. Haribol. Yeah. So 700 shloks. And out of those 700 shloks, Krishna spoke the maximum number of shloks. And can anybody want to tell me how many shloks he spoke?
575.
Yes. 574. And then Arjun spoke how many number of shloks? Close enough. Who's saying? 84. 84 spoke. And Sanjay spoke, then how many number of shloks? Sorry. 41. 41. And then there was one shlok that was spoken by Dhritarashtra. We all know. So, yes. So, Bhagavad Gita starts with Dhritarashtra. He is asking something to Sanjay. So, we'll see that why exactly Bhagavad Gita starts with Dhritarashtra saying something. The literal meaning of Bhagavad Gita is song of God, and it should be directly the God should start speaking. Krishna should start speaking. But there is a whole setting of the scene going on in first chapter. So we'll see, when we'll read the commentary, we'll find that there are three primary reasons are given that why Bhagavad Gita starts with Dhritarashtra. So the first one is meaning of his name. So his name is an amalgamation of two words, Dhrit and Rashtra. Dhrit means someone who holds on to something very tightly. And Rashtra means nation. it's symbolic. He was a very old guy, Dhritarashtra, but he was holding on to his kingdom, his throne, his children very, very tightly. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that he kind of represents all of us in this material world. We are also holding on to so many things very tightly. Our relationships, be it position, be it power, be it our belongings, everything. We are a little bit attached, or more attached, who knows, to our various relationships, belongings, different things in life. So he is representing us. Like, I am the controller, I am the proprietor, I am the enjoyer, right? He's representing that mentality. So that's the second point. And the third thing is that the first slok starts with a question. He's asking something, isn't it? And he has this desire to know that what is happening. So he's basically teaching us that when we are sitting in this gathering, something like this, and there is some katha or going on about Krishna, or on any scripture, any discourse, we should have the same intent and desire to know what is the speaker is going to say, what are the teachings that we can take from there. So that intense desire to know, that should be our mood, and that's how we should be. Like, in any lecture that we sit, that should be the case, right? So what are the 3 points that I said? Why exactly Bhagavad Gita starts with Dhritarashtra? What was number 1?
First of all, he was attached to
The meaning of his name, the symbolic meaning of his name.
He was stuck with his nation, and he was an old man. So that's why he was attached to his children.
Yes. What was the second point? That he basically represents all of us. And what was the third point?
Questioning
Curiosity, the desire, right? That we have the same intent, the same desire. Now, he's asking something to Sanjay, and we'll take a look at it. So we'll recite the first slok together. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samvetayu yutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kim akurvat Sanjaya. So he's asking this wonderful question. And we see that there is an underlying anxiety when he's asking this question. And he's referring the battlefield. So we all know the battlefield is called Kurukshetra. And he's calling Kurukshetra Dharmakshetra. Right? And there is a backstory. Like, he's somewhere certain that the victory is going to be on the sides of Pandavas. So he's referring, there is a backstory that goes why is he referring Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra as Dharmakshetra. And the story goes that there was this king called Kuru, after which the battlefield is named. And he did great penances to please Sri Hari. And in the form of a boon, he got a seed of dharma. And the boon was given that whosoever performs any kind of pious activities aligning with the dharmic principles, those activities will be successful. Even it is said that the demigods would perform yagya or fire sacrifices, as we know, just so that they were very, very sure it's going to be successful. So he's aware that it's a pious land, and Pandavas were very dharmic people. They were very religious. So he's certain that the victory is going to be theirs, and there is an underlying anxiety that's hinted. That's why he's asking this question. Now, he also represents a very, very bad quality here. Anybody would like to take a guess? Yes. He is just discriminating between his sons and the sons of Pandus. They were all Kauravas, right? But he is saying Mamaka and Pandavaschaiva. He's just segregating. So he was a king, right? And king is supposed to be impractical, like impartial, nirpaksha. But he is not reflecting that quality, is he? No. So that's a bad quality. And he's also saying that basically he's a representation of very bad parenthood. He's very, very partial to history. He's not holding his children accountable for the wrong deeds that they did to Pandavas, right? We all see, like, if today it is that parents are very, very attached to their children, that they overlook many things that they should be disciplining about, and we see that in day-to-day our life. So that's the second thing. So we have covered that why did Gita start with Dhritarashtra and what is he representing and everything. Now, to answer his question, Sanjay starts speaking. So Sanjay, who was Sanjay?
Disciple of Veda.
Yes, the disciple of Vedas. He was a disciple. And so he is basically going to narrate the whole Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra, and he had gone this boon from Vyasdev, and he got basically 3 boons. That the first one was that he got this divine vision, right? He could see, he was blessed with a divine vision. The second thing was that he will hear everything that is happening on the battlefield, and he will hear everything. Like, he can see everything what is happening on the battlefield, he'll hear everything on the battlefield. And on contrary to what we have seen, and that he's sitting beside Dhritarashtra and he's speaking everything to him. That actually, there are like different references. I was just going through it trying to find the references, and I have forgotten that note, but it is actually that he was in the battlefield. He was fighting. He was not sitting beside and, you know, through a broadcast he's narrating everything to Dhritarashtra. That didn't happen. He was actually in the battlefield, and that's the reason he got these 3 boons, that he had the divine vision, he'll see everything, and he'll hear everything, and he will never get hurt in the battlefield. That was one of the blessings that he got. So Sanjay says to Dhritarashtra that, hey Rajan, hey king, after observing the army arrangements that is done by the son of Drupad, your son Duryodhan went to his acharya and spoke these following words. So he started answering the question that Dhritarashtra has asked. Now Duryodhan so what did Duryodhan say? So Duryodhan says basically to his guru Dronacharya, he goes and see that, look what a marvelous military arrangements has been done on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and it is done by your disciple Drishtadyumna. He was the son of Drupad, and he's not basically like saying or just trying to suggest that look at the money. He's basically taunting at him, and the taunt goes by because there is a backstory that goes here, that Dronacharya and Drupad Maharaj, the son of Drishtadyumna, they were very, very good friends in their Gurukul, BFFs if I can say, and they were like, be there for each other, they have promised. And then when the time came, they parted ways. Drupad Maharaj went to rule the kingdom, and Dronacharya was a very poor Brahmin. He was basically teaching military sciences he taught military sciences to the Kauravas and Pandavas. So what happened is that his son, like Dronacharya's son, what was the name of Dronacharya's son? Ashwathama. So Ashwathama, somebody mixed quicklime with water and gave it to him to drink. And if anybody knows quicklime, it looks like it's white in color. And in the lieu of milk, that quicklime was given to Ashwathama. So Dronacharya became very sad, and he remembered his friend Drupad Maharaj, that oh, he told me that he'll help me in the time of need. So Dronacharya embarks on the journey to meet Drupad Maharaj. But when Drupad Maharaj sees him, he's like, okay, I don't know, because the friendship is only done in equals. So he rejects the promise that he made. And this this really hurts Dronacharya, and he vows that I'm going to bring Drupad to his knees. So he teaches military sciences to Kauravas and Pandavas, and as a Guru Dakshina, or as a feast, he requests both the parties to go tie Drupad Maharaj down and bring it to him, which of course Kauravas went, and the whole thing was futile. They were defeated, they came back, and then Pandavas went, and they succeeded, they were successful. So they came back, Drupad Maharaj, they brought him, Drupad Maharaj tied down in front of Dronacharya. And Drupad Maharaj is a Kshatriya. And it is, so when Dronacharya sees Drupad Maharaj, he's like, I forgive you, you can just go. It's considered a big insult for a Kshatriya, you know, that he just had to let him go. So Drupad Maharaj felt really insulted, and he thought, I am going to take a vow to bear a son who will kill Dronacharya. And that's how Draupadi was born, and then Drishtadyumna was born. An interesting fact is that Dronacharya was very well aware of the fact that if someone is going to kill me, it will be Drishtadyumna. He was very... No. That's for Bhishma Dev. Yeah. So Dronacharya said he knew the fact, but when Drishtadyumna was sent to his military school to teach all the vidya, all the knowledge, he never hesitated to impart the knowledge that he was supposed to give him. And what quality here Dronacharya is representing? That he's a great Brahmin. He's unbiased. He's not considering what is happening, what is going to happen in future. He is just performing his duty very nicely. So that's why this whole taunting of Duryodhan is there for Dronacharya. Now, Duryodhan goes on taking different names of different warriors in his army. So interestingly, he starts with Bhim. Now, Arjun is a very able warrior, but he starts with Bhim because he is sure, he is aware that if anybody is going to kill me, that will be Bhim. Yeah, he's going to be. So he starts with Bhim, then he starts with Arjun, then he takes the name of Yudhan, which is basically Satyaki. He's the same. Who was Yudhan, by the way? Who was Satyaki? Krishna, that's correct. Yes, charioteer of Lord Shri Krishna. So he takes different names, and then the reason, the motive behind taking different names is that he just wants Dronacharya to understand that, oh Dronacharya, I know that you have great love for your disciples, for Pandavas, but you're not supposed to take them very lightly, and that's the motive. He also calls them Maharathi, and Maharathi is basically the kind of warrior. So I'm not going to delve deeper into this, but then there are different kind of warriors. Start with Padati, which are called infantrymen. So the one who fight battles on foot. Then there are Ashrohis who fight on horses. Then there are Gaj who fights on elephants. Then Ardharathi, Dashrath Maharathi, Ati Maharathi, like that. So they are calling him Maharathi. Maharathi is someone who can fight 7,20,000 warriors at the same time. That's in that way. So he's just trying to make Dronacharya aware that please do not take the opposite team very lightly. Now, Dronacharya, then he's like, oh, I have glorified enough the opposite party. Now, maybe, this is bringing the confidence of, what if it's bringing the confidence of my party or my army down? So he's trying to play now very diplomatically. He starts but even if they have, so he says that even if they have a very exalted army standing in front of us, what about you, Dronacharya? You are like a great warrior. And then Bhishma Dev is there. And so on, he goes on continuing, taking the name. Now, interestingly, since he was talking to Dronacharya, he takes his name first and then Bhishma Dev. But if we talk about Bhishma Dev, Bhishma Dev, so it is said that if we take Krishna out of the equation, out of the battlefield, like out from the Pandava side, Bhishma Dev could have alone changed the course of history. He could have won the war. And Bhishma Dev is also called Timingala. So there is a fish called Timi, which is 800 mile versus 800 mile. And someone who has the capacity to hold that fish into his neck or throat is called Timingala. And that's the position, greatest devotee of Lord. So, but he's playing diplomatically here, taking Dronacharya names first and then Bhishma Dev. And then he says that, okay, and then everything is set up, he has glorified, he has told everything, and the war is about to begin. So before we begin something, we give a hint. So different conch shells are being blown. Bhishma Dev starts blowing his conch shell, and then different other instruments, everybody in the Kaurava side, and then all different instruments are being blown as well. Now, Bhishma Dev, and that is, so as Bhishma Dev is blowing the conch shell, the heart of Duryodhan is getting jubilant. He's feeling very confident that, you know what, we are going to win this war. But Bhishma Dev is aware that, you know, he's aware that in front of me, who's standing? Krishna. And where there is Krishna, there is victory. It is called no Thakur, more Thokar. So no Thakur means if there is no presence of God, then there is going to be more misfortunes in life. Now, in response to their conch shell, the Pandavas, they start blowing their conch shell. Now Arjun starts blowing his conch shell. And anybody would like to tell me? Yeah. The name of the conch shell was Devdutt, Arjun. And then Krishna, what was the name of? Panchjanya. We will give everybody a chance. Sorry. Just so that, I know this, it's a repeat lecture for most of you, but some of us here are gathered for the first time to listen to the lecture. Apologies. Right. So Krishna, and then Bhim Dev. What was the name of Bhim Dev's conch shell? Pondra. Yes, Pondra. And then Yudhishthir Maharaj? Anant Vijay. Yes. Anant Vijay. Then Nakul is Sughosh. And Sahadev? Mani Pushpak. That's right. So, and then the rest of the army people, Shikhandi and everybody, starts blowing their conch shell. Now, what exactly this blowing of the conch shell is doing to the hearts of Kauravas? It is said that these are not ordinary conch shell. If we notice, and if anybody has, like we all have read Bhagavad Gita Chapter 1, we see that it's just mentioned like that, oh, the Kauravas start blowing their conch shell. But when the Pandavas start blowing their conch shell, it is covered in more detail. Everything, the names are mentioned. Why? Because these are not ordinary conch shell. These are transcendental conch shell. And what exactly it is doing to the hearts of Kauravas? It's crumbling. They're trembling. That confidence is coming down. Right? So, that's what it is mentioned. Then, it is also said that the chariot that was given to Arjun was gifted by, or was given by Agnidev, fire god. So that chariot was given to him by the fire god. And on that chariot, there was a flag, which is an emblem of Hanumanji. So Hanumanji, and when we know that where there is Hanumanji, there is victory. The devotee and the combination of Lord and devotee results in victory. That's what it is. And why exactly there is a presence of Hanumanji on that chariot is a story. There's a story that once Draupadi saw this beautiful 1,000-petaled lotus on the riverside of Alaknanda, that river, and then he just requests Bhim to, can you just go and bring that lotus for me? It must have come from somewhere near that mountains. And he said that, okay, sure. And then he just goes into the forest, power through, clearing trees, and he stopped by a thing which looked like a rope, but it wasn't a rope. It was the tail of a monkey. And he looked at the tail and he's thinking, and he said to the monkey that, monkey, dear monkey, please lift up your tail so that I can just go and I have a job to do. That's what he's saying. So the monkey is like, well, you know what? I'm a very old guy. Why don't you pick it up and do the service? Thank you very much. So Bhimdev is trying very hard. He's trying with all his might to lift up that tail of the monkey, but he was not able to do so. And he then clearly understood that it's not some ordinary monkey basking in the sun, stretched out with its tail. He understood that, so he requested the monkey that, can you please come into your original form? And monkey did appear. And who was that monkey?
Hanuman.
Lord Hanuman. So Lord Hanuman, Bhimdev bowed down to Lord Hanuman. Lord Hanuman embraced him. They are Vayuputras. They are both the child of Vayu, wind, god wind. So he said that, yes, and Hanumanji gave him 3 boons. 3 boons he gave him. Anybody would like to, does anybody remember? I covered this in that last session. Not you, Prabhuji. You, anyone?
When he will attack, he will have the power of Hanumanji as well. So it will be 1 plus 1.
Yeah, good.
His power and Hanuman lose power. So
Yes, so
that is one of the.
that's one of the. Anyone else?
I think one was he will be riding on the flag.
Child, yes, yes, and that's why his mention is there. Good, so I'll cover the 3 points. The first thing he said is that I will be there when you are fighting the war. The second thing he said that, like you said, when you will blow your club, it will have the effect of my blow as well. So it's like 1 plus 1. And the third thing he said, if you roar to your enemies, it will have my roar as well. So 1 plus 1. And if Bhimdev is roaring, and then on top of that it has the voice of Hanumanji as well, heart attack would be the result, isn't it? Yeah, that would be the right. So those are the 3 boons that he gives. So what are these signs? Like we see that it is when they start blowing the conch shell, it is covered in detail. We see that there's a mention of the chariot that is gifted by Agnidev, Fire Lord, and then presence of Krishna. These are all positive omens. When we start any work within our life also, we just look for like positive signs, isn't it? We look like, oh, we want to do this and we want to be successful. So these are the auspicious signs that we see that indicates that the victory is going to be Pandavas. Yeah. So that's that. Now the next thing is in this particular shlok only, when where there is the mention of Hanumanji and all, we see that there's a mention that the confusion has started to creep in Arjun's mind, and he's calling Krishna Achyut here. We will see, if you read the chapter 1, you'll see that Krishna is addressed by different names, different beautiful names by Arjun, and he calls him infallible, like, hey Achyut, can you please take my chariot in front of those people who have gathered here with the desire to fight with me. And when he says that, Achyut, like Prabhupada also writes that Achyut means, anybody wants to take a guess? Yes, yes. And Prabhupada also says that one who never fails to show affection to his devotees is Achyut, and that is Krishna. So he says that, please, hey Achyut, please take my chariot in front of those people who have gathered here with the desire to fight with me. Now, how we can think in this way, that how can a devotee like Arjun is so confused? If we'll read Mahabharata, we'll read Gita, he's just like, he's a revered devotee, but why is he confused?
Because of the compassion for his own family members.
Yes, yes. But he shouldn't be, right? He shouldn't be. Because he's so, yeah. The point is, it is mentioned, and our Acharya's comment on this, that he is just being utilized as an instrument so that the Bhagavad Gita can be spoken to for us. And one example that comes to my mind is that the very unfortunate incident happened 2-3 days ago here. And then if a reporter went to the government, and government or anybody from the government official, they're answering the questions of the reporter, that what needs to be done. But the government is answering all the questions to the reporter. And who are getting benefited? Us, sitting at home. We have to follow certain rules, we have to avoid certain areas like that. So it's a guide, and that is the same concept, that Krishna is utilizing Arjun so that us, jivas, from the beyond is benefited or are benefited with this Bhagavad Gita. So the start of confusion has begun. Now Krishna takes the chariot in front of the Kauravas, and he particularly stops the chariot in front of Bhishma Dev and Dronacharya. And there is a reason behind it. And it is said that Bhishma Dev and Dronacharya represent two primary things in our lives. Bhishma Dev represents I'll go ahead and say. So Bhishma Dev represents the family, the relationships that we have in our lives, right? The material relationships, to be very specific. And Dronacharya represents the there is a clash, because right, so we have to be very, very well aware of these two things that is there in our lives. Now, he's also, so this is the turning point of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, that Arjun starts speaking that how his limbs are quivering, his mouth is drying up, his hair is standing at one end, his bow, Gandhi, is slipping down, he's not able to focus, or his heart is filled with compassion. And this is where he says that, oh Govinda. Now he's referring Krishna as Govinda. What is the meaning of Govinda?
Caretaker of cows, pleasure of senses and cows.
Yes, the one who's the master of senses. And somehow Arjun is willing that Krishna, my mind is so agitated and you are the master of the senses, so can you please calm down my mind? Right? He's expecting that. Now, as I said, he's an instrument. We should not forget that. Thinking started to criticize Arjun, that's not like that. But when we retrospect in our scenario, how do we know that we are progressing in bhakti? Like people at the lower stages of bhakti, or those who start bhakti, we are always like an order supplier. Oh Bhagwanji, oh Krishna, please provide me with these things or that thing or these many marks. I want to study here, work here, etc., etc. It's like an order supplier. But how do we know that we are progressing in bhakti?
When you serve the Lord rather than asking for
Yes.
Lord to serve.
When you are serving without any desire.
Yes.
Desireless.
Yes. Selfless. Like for instance, if we take when we were little, we would ask so many things from our parents, isn't it? I want this, I want that. blah blah blah. But when we are all grown-ups here, we like to do service to our parents. Can I buy this for you? Can I take care of these kind of bills, etc. We do that without expecting anything in return. So we want to do service instead of taking service from our parents. And the same thing goes, that we want to serve Lord instead of taking service from Him. So that's the clear sign, and we have to retrospect. Now he also calls Krishna Madhusudan. Madhusudan. Madhu was a demon who stole knowledge from Brahma, and Lord Sri Hari killed him. So he's telling that this confusion, this demon of confusion has clouded my mind, and I'm requesting you to kill it. So that's why he is calling him Madhusudan. Now, so we have reached this turning point where he's just not motivated to fight the war, and he gives 5 reasons not to fight the war. So it will be like a Q&A session. I'll ask a question, you have to answer. So what is the first reason that he gives not to fight the war? Compassion. Yes. He just shuddered at the thought of killing his own kinsman. He was not ready even to think about that he's going to kill one of his relatives. So compassion was the first point. What was the second reason he gave not to fight this battle?
Lack of enjoyment.
Yes, lack of enjoyment. Oh Krishna, even if I just win this war, who will I enjoy? This whole fortune that I'm going to get, who will I enjoy it with? So he's thinking from the bodily conception of life, right? So the lack of enjoyment. What was the third thing?
What will happen to the ladies and the
Contamination of family tree.
Societal.
No. That's the, yes. He was, yes. Fear, he was very, very fearful of sinful reactions. And if we will read here, he mentions them as atatais. He is not telling Krishna that these are very noble souls standing in front of me. He calls them atatais, aggressors, who create ruckus in the society. And so he is very, very fearful of the sinful reactions that is going to incur, which will lead everybody to hell. And so our Shastra says that there are 6 kinds of aggressors that one should immediately kill. What are those 6 kinds of aggressors? The atatais.
So Krishna is told if you kidnap someone's wife, if you steal someone's property.
We'll go, yes.
So these all are the things. If you kill that person, this is not a sinful. One of the shlokas there, I don't remember that.
If someone burned your house.
Yes.
House property
Yes.
and all.
Yeah. So the first point, I'll go in sequence for everybody's ease, is that first who poisons somebody. So if I poison somebody, I'm an aggressor, and that person should be killed. Now, it did happen to the Pandavas, right? Bhimdev was poisoned. So the first kind of aggressor is the one who poisons. The second kind of aggressor is someone who sets the house on fire. Someone who sets the house on fire. Lakshagraha was set on fire, right? The third one is those who attack someone with deadly weapons. Happened always, right? The fourth one is someone who usurps the property of others. Happened, right? They took everything. The fifth one is someone who takes illegally the possession of that belongs to somebody else. That's the fifth kind. And the sixth kind is kidnapper of someone's wife. Who was that person? Draupadi was not kidnapped. Ravan. Yes. So, Ravan was an aggressor. So he calls them that, you know what, I'm fearful of the sinful reactions. If I kill these aggressors, not noble men with noble pursuits, right? Now the fourth one, what was the fourth reason he gave? And most of you have said that reason. Yes, Varn Shankar.
Dynasty.
He said that destruction of the dynasty and the consequences, the results that will follow, right? It goes in detail that he says, what will happen if everybody is killed, then what will happen? There will be no one to do any pitradan, any rituals, any oblations to the forefathers. Now forefathers will suffer. Then the current situation, like we'll have no, the women, they will be exploited, unwanted progeny will occur, will be born, and what will they do? They'll not follow any family tradition. So the current generation will also suffer, and because of these misdeeds, the future generation will also suffer. So everybody will burn in hell. He's saying there will be no community projects, there will be no family relationships properly established. He says he gives all these reasons in detail, and those children that are born not in a proper family lineage or if the women are exploited, those are called Varn Shankar, which Prabhuji mentioned. So he is giving these reasons. Now, what is the fifth reason? Actually, it is not covered in the first chapter, but I'll just go ahead and say. So, what was the fifth reason? Confusion, indecisiveness. He is just saying that my mind is bewildered. I am not able to make a decision, so I am surrendering unto you. And that is again for 2.78. 7. Karpanya dosho. So, do you want to recite, Prabhuji? Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichami tvam sammura cheta rachendriya samrohitan me shishyateham chadimam tvam prapannam. So he's saying, that's it. Now you guide me, not what, but how should I be taking this thing. Krishna doesn't say you do this. He just gives in the knowledge, gives in the entire talk, deliver the entire talk of Bhagavad Gita, and at the end he said, you do what you feel is good. That shows our free will. We all have free will in our life, but we choose what we need to be doing. So that's the whole reason he gives. And then he says at the end that, even if I'm standing, I would prefer if the Pandava, the Kauravas, they just come and kill me. I would like to stand here unarmed. No arms on me, and I would prefer if they just kill me. And then he sits aside. That's the Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. Now, you'll meet people who are not really interested to read chapter 1. They want to start directly. And why they don't want to read chapter 1? Because Krishna has not spoken. Right? What did I say? That Bhagavad Gita, it's a song of God. So I just want to hear what Krishna is about to say. And so this chapter 1 is basically setting us the scene. It is giving us the mood, that how we should be progressing when we are reading Gita. What should be our mindset? Who are we? Right? That we are we have these qualities of Dhritarashtra and we are trying to get rid of those, and that's how we are reading the Bhagavad Gita. So that's why. And interestingly, Krishna, so chapter 1 is, you can say it's like setting of a scene. We all have read Shakespeare, isn't it? How many of you have read Shakespeare in your school? Yes. So Macbeth, Julius Caesar, every book starts with setting of the scene. We are setting a scene so that the story can progress further. It's giving us a mood that how we are going to, like, it's a war, it's a romance, it's a sad story, everything. We know it from the beginning of when we start the book. So that's the first thing. Now Krishna is teaching us very interesting thing, and it is called mentorship. He's teaching us that how to be a good leader. Till the time someone comes to you and asks for advice, you should not give. That's the very important thing Krishna is teaching us. That don't give advice until us. Krishna lets Arjun go and figure out the problem by himself, right? He lets him, he just brings the chariot in front of the Kauravas. He's thinking, okay, he lets Arjun do his job. He's figuring out, okay, why are these people gathered here to fight these relatives and everything. And then when Arjun develops this appetite that, my God, I can't continue. My mind is clouded. You tell me now what needs to be done, right? How things needs to be done. And then Krishna starts speaking Bhagavad Gita. If I'll give you, if I'm very hungry, particularly happens with me that I'm very hungry, and even a small khichdi is given, I'm relishing it. I relish it like anything, and I'm sure it happens with all of us. But if I'm not so hungry, and you give a lot of dishes, you bring a lot of dishes in front of me, I will not be relishing those with like good enjoyment, right? Because I'm already full. So Arjun, Krishna knows where to trigger what emotions so that the person should be in the position to gain that knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And that's what he did. Now the importance of Gita, I would like to shed some light on that. So first of all, I hope that this session that on chapter 1 Bhagavad Gita that I have covered today sets a foundation for all of us, and we feel more inspired to continue reading further chapters from Bhagavad Gita and utilize that knowledge in our lives. Now, we should read Gita every day, it is said. We should ponder, we should reflect, we should read Bhagavad Gita every day, take out some time. And it is covered by an Acharya Shankaracharya. And Shankaracharya was, so we know that Shankaracharya was walking on the banks of river Ganga in Banaras. And he sees an old man struggling so hard to read and learn the grammar of Sanskrit. Very old man. And he just looked at that man, and this poem or this prayer emerged out of his heart, because he was feeling very, very compassionate towards that old man. And he says, and he writes, there's a very beautiful bhajan if anybody wants to go home and listen. It's called Bhaj Govindam. Bhaj means worship, Govindam is Krishna. So he says, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihate Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukran Karne, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukran Karne, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudhamate. What does it mean? That, oh dear old man, or like, oh fool. Yeah. So, oh fool, what are you doing? You are trying to learn so hard this grammar thing of Sanskrit, but what this is not going to help you when the time of death will appear. So, O fool, chant, worship Govinda, he says. And in the same bhajan, there is one couplets that appear, which is about Gita, and it is called Bhagavad Gita Kinchit Dhita Ganga Jal Lav Kanika Pita Sakridapiyena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yame Nana Charcha Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudhamate. Mood is fool, mate is mind, foolish person. So he says that Bhagavad Gita Kinchadadhita Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita Sakradapiyena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yamena Charcha. And what does it mean? That the one who reads Gita but a little, who drinks the holy water Ganga and who worships Govinda, he will never have an altercation or face to face. He'll never meet Yambaraj. That's what he says. So we are learning the importance of reading Bhagavad Gita and meditating on it every day, right? I am conscious of the time.
What is the significance of this version with that incident happening in that bank of river?
So he is like, we are told to do japa, to follow all this. Like bhakti should start very early. We have examples, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj. And he is about to die. And who is going to save you at the time of death? What does our scripture says? Krishna, God, Sri Hari, whatever you want to call. But he is not utilizing his time, or he is not investing his time doing his sadhana or reading anything, meditating on Krishna. What is he doing? He is learning very hard to read the Sanskrit grammar. And is he going to help him? No, he's not going to help him. Very old fella, going to die whenever God wants, but then what will be the result? He wasted his human life. We say no, human life is meant for self-realization. And what is he doing? Wasting his life. So that's the reason, out of compassion, it is written that, oh fool, just chant, just worship, right? Is there any other? So I will. Are we on time or?
Question.
Yeah. So I will give the ball is in your court. If you want to ask any question, if I'm not able to answer, there are senior Vaishnavas sitting over here, and they will be more than happy, I assume, to take the questions. So, anyone? Either it was all clear or nothing was clear.
All clear.
I guess it was all clear.
Yeah, it's very okay.
Kshama Mata ki
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Panch Tattva Bhagwan ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol. So it's time for God Aarti.
I think before Aarti, so do you want to share something regarding Bhagavad Gita marathon?
You want to share now or later?
Suppose after
Such a wonderful class in the Gita, I suppose I should say something about
Yes,
that.
that's right.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kshama. That was absolutely
Hari Bol Prabhuji. Hari Bol. Manu Prabhu ki jai.
Well, she's given a great, platform to speak about Bhagavad Gita, because this Bhagavad Gita is, we're hoping to change the whole society with these books by giving them out to as many people as possible, and then have some learned discourses as well to explain it even further. The Bhagavad Gita, we're worldwide, we're trying to distribute something in the region of 3.7 million Bhagavad Gitas. So I heard this morning that India alone has already said that they would, the temples there, they would give 4 million. So they've already broken the target. So I think they will have to do another target. But nevertheless, it's just like the spider, who's wielding the stone up the hill in Lord Ramachandra's Leela. He's doing just as much. So, but actually, for us to distribute 1,100 Gitas, that's just what we're trying to do in Ireland. 1,100 Gitas before Christmas is our goal, is our target, and so we need different people to help with this whole endeavor. We need people actually to sponsor them, which is these Gitas. The printing cost, well, it's a little over the printing cost, but it's €5. obviously when you go to a place like ISKCON, a book like this would be €15, but still, this is the printing cost which we want. And so we're actually getting in 2,000 of these Bhagavad Gitas very shortly. We have 7 boxes left from last year, which is about 200 Gitas. And next week, hopefully, the other 2,000 will come. But if we can give out half of them, which is 1,100. But then again, of course, when you have a target, the idea of a target is you want to break the target and you want to get more than it. So I'm going to, where I'm standing here today, everyone see me here today? Next week, there's going to be 2,000 Bhagavad Gitas here instead, you know. And it's to encourage everybody to actually get these Gitas and to give them to people, to either to sponsor them. But what happens sometimes, it's great to get them sponsored, but it's important to distribute them as well. So if every person sitting in the room here today, there's about 40 people, if everyone today thought about giving out 30 Gitas, we'd have actually finished our target. We'd have done our target. 30. Okay, there's 130. There's one. Haribo! So can I get someone else who wants to do? Okay, Kshama. Kshama, since she came to Ireland, she's always sponsoring books. In fact, I have her down in my phone because when I met her, first of all, I have Kshama books. So she's really surpassing that even. So 2 people today are giving over 33. Oh, look, there's a very young member and she's going to give as well. Thank you very much. Haribol. Haribol. Stand up for all the devotees there. So this wonderful devotee is going to give 30 books. Haribol. So that should be encouragement for the rest of us. There's another 30, 50. So 150 already. Another 30, 180. That's really good. Is somebody writing down all these? I mean, I know Panchatattva's there witnessing everything. And once we say something in front of them,
It's online.
oh, it's online. Okay. Well, you'll all have to remember. One more. Siddheshwar, actually. Hare Krishna. 20. Yeah. 200. Okay. We got 200. So we have all these here today. 200. So.
We can take advance booking though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even there's a link on the live, people who's watching as well, so they can click on the link.
So you're not getting away either just because you're sitting in some other nice comfortable room there, you know. You can also give 30. Okay, that's really good. So that's a great start. So, but please, even if you want to give 1, you know, that's all we need. One, you know, just give 1 person a book. That's powerful. You know, that will all accumulate. So 200 means we've 900 left. Actually, we've already given out 100. So that's, and just one other thing is that if everybody could think of innovative ways, myself and Giridhari and whereas Nick was here and Kaushal, and we were all on the street today, and Sunil, where's Sunil? Sunil was there as well. So we were all there today trying to give out, and now it's difficult, but it's still important, you know. We should think of different ways in which we can give out the books. And some of the devotees have put these books in solicitors' offices around Ireland, so that when people are making an oath or a vow, they can, instead of the Bible, they have the Bhagavad Gita there. So that was very innovative, I thought. It was a great idea. So, but the important thing is that even think of your friends, you know, as a Christmas present, something to give to people. These are all different ways. Okay, so that's a start. I'll be back next week. Someone will be back next week. I'll be back the week after. So I want to, you know, start thinking about those pledges. Your pledge is a wedge that actually gets us through to the next side, and we'll get beyond our 1100. Okay, I'll stop there. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Haribol. Jai. Gaur Aarti. Haribol. Jai. 20 minutes. Oh, I have this one as well.
This one is for the live. Hare Krishna.
गौरा चंदे आरती को शोभा की जया जया गौरा चंदे आरती को शोभा की बजाया गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा की जय गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा जाना बिताता वाने काडेरा गईता गेले असे छतदारा किंवा बसियाचे गौराच्या रत्नाचे म्हासाने किंवा बसियाचे गौराच्या किंवा बसियाचे गौराच्या रत्नाचे म्हासाने किंवा आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाणे आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाणे गौरांगेरा राती कोरे ब्रह्मादि देवा गणे गौरांगेरा राती कोरे ब्रह्मादि देवा नीताई चांदेरा रति कोरे ब्रह्मादि देवा गणे नीताई चांदेरा रति कोरे ब्रह्मादि देवा गणे ब्रह्मादि देवा गणे ब्रह्मादि देवा गणे जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय हरि बोल कि वानर हरि आदि करे चामर धुलाया कि वानर हरि आदि कोरी चामर धुलाया कि वानर आदि कोरी चामर धुलाया कि वानर संजया मुकुंद वासु घोष आदि गाया संजया मुकुंद वासु घोष आदि गाया शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शिव शंख माधुरा मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला माधुरा मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय जय निमाय निताय जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल कि बहु कोटि चंद्राजिनी बदन उज्ज्वला कि बहु कोटि चंद्राजिनी कि बहु चंद्रजीनी बदन उजाला की काला देश वनमाला ओरे जलमाला काला देश वनमाला ओरे जलमाला शिव शिव सुख नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा शिव 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 नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा शिव शिव भाकाती विनोदा देखे गौरर संपादा भाकाती विनोदा देखे गौरर संपादा शिव सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा शिव सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे शिव सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा शिव सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा हरि बोल 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 निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरि बोल निताई विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः कृष्ण नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चादिशतारिणे नमस्ते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Shiva, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hari. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hari. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhu गिरिधरा गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन गिरिधरा गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय यशोदा दामोदर जय यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर जय यशोदा दामोदर जय जय राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम जय राधे जय राधे श्याम 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 जय राधे 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 जय जय राधे जय जय राधे 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 जय जय राधे जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
प्रेम धनी
Jai Om Vishnu Padma Hamsa Parivraja Kacharya Stotrana Sati Shri Srimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki
Jai
Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai
Premsika Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki
Jai
Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan Ki
Jai
Vrindavan Dham Ki
Jai
Mayapur Dham Ki
Jai
Jagannath Puri Dham Ki
Jai
Jamuna Mai Ki
Jai
Ganga Mai Ki
Jai
Tulsi Devi Ki
Jai
Bhakti Devi Ki
Jai
Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki
Jai
Harinam Sankirtan Yogi Ki
Jai
Riyat Madanga Transcendental Book Distribution Ki
Jai
Shri Prabhupada's Christmas Marathon Ki
Jai
Gaur Premananda
Hari Bol
Glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna
All glories to the assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna
All glories to the assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna
Glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gaura.
Hari Bol
Hare Krishna. So we would like to welcome you all for our weekly Sunday Love Feast program. Let's give a big Hari Bol for everyone. Hari Bol! So today is the last Sunday, last weekend of the most auspicious month, Kartik month. You all and other devotees took part in this holy month for different celebrations, different activities, and the most holy thing, the Deepdan. So we will be doing the Deepdan just after Narsimha Aarti. We will be having Narsimha Aarti now. But before that, I would like to thank our today's sponsor for the Prashad, Mayur Patel Prabhuji and Reena Mataji in memory of her brother. So let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for everyone so that they can get blessings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now we will move towards Narsimha Aarti by Kaushal Prabhu, and then Damodarastakam Deepdan.5 by His Grace One Prabhu. Hari Bol.
हरे कृष्ण उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णु ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं विष्णुं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्योर्महाम्यहम्
उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्युर्नमाम्यहम्।
जय नरसिंहा श्री नरसिंहा जय 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 नरसिंहा प्रहलादेश्वर मुख पद्माचल जय जय पद्म भिंगम
श्री नरसिंहा जय जय नरसिंहा प्रहलादेश्वर जय पद्मा मुख पद्मा भिंगम।
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय सर्व भक्त विघ्न विनाशक लक्ष्मीपति नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि भक्तराज श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की, जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की, विदाई गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Damodarastakam prayers.
हाँ है प्रो, हाँ है, चाहिए
उसमें फोन है, जेब में फोन है, कोड निकाल दीजिए, उठाइए।
देखना लैपटॉप को देख लेना। देखना केबल निकलना चाहिए, केबल देख, एक सेकंड कृष्णा, देख के आराम से देख के, केबल नहीं निकला ना कोई, फोन गिरा किधर है ये फोन? थोड़ा आगे हो जाएंगे तो थोड़ा सा, थैंक यू। मनु
Namam Vishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Dalam Gokule Rajamana Yashoda Bilolu Kalata Manam Param Shtamata Toja Chekoga Garutam Tamoho Nechayod Menachantam Karam Kojayud Mena Chantatarecham Masa Shashakam Pache Hankakanta Stita Devanta Modaram Bhaktivadam Jeshu Bhakti Tatva Punat Mastastam Shata Vitivane Avaram Deva Mokshana Moksha Patimva Nachan Pune Hambari Shata Piha Jam Teba Punata Pupala Palam Sadam Imana Shabi Ashtam Dimana Idam Teba Kambo Jam Natam Chanile Sajam Shanala Snigdha Ratastakopya. Tambe Bhadata Dorangme Mana Shabir Ashtam Agam Racharame Namo Deva Damodaram Nanta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalati Tishtati Dinam Patano Prihani Shamama Yam Eldachatisha Kuver Majo Bata Jaybayan Vat Twayamachi Tobakti Bajo Kitocha Tata Prema Bhakti Shakame Priyachcha Namak Shigoho Vishti Damodareha Namasati Damnesh Purabdipti Damne Pradit Darayata Vishwasya Damne Kaya Chadiya Priyaya Namo Natali Laya Divaya Tuga Namo Radhikaya Chadiya Priyaya Namo Natali Laya Divaya Namam Swayam Sachidananda Vishnu Prasad Dalam Gokule Prachamana Yashodhave Yorukara Japamana Param Sam Achanta Turatipya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
prayers from the Damodarastakam to the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances.
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hands, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastime as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotee whose pure love is induced with intimacy and is free from all conception of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopala in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boons besides this?
O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me.
O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodara, O Ananda, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showing your place of mercy upon me, deliver the poor, ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakavara were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you, in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give me to your prema bhakti.
I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation.
O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisance to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisance to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisance to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays the unlimited pastimes.
Shri Damodarastakam Deepdan.5.
What's next? I thought this London is doing something.
No, so Sugati is singing Gopi Gita, I believe.
Yes.
It was
No,
written
he
there.
cancelled. He cancelled.
But I'm
Okay.
not sure.
He cancelled. Yes, he cancelled. So anyway, after Prashad, since it's the last Sunday of Kartik, we'll continue with Kirtan after Prashad. So whoever wants to stay, come upstairs after Prashad. Take some energy and come back.